Let's join now Dennis Skinner. Mr. Skinner, congratulations on your victory in Bolsover, first of all.
Thank you.
Will she arrange for a meeting with people from my area in order to avoid another 30 houses being knocked down in Newton, part of Bolsover? And isn't it high time that this government stop treating our people like second-class citizens?
The second thing was, let me finish.
Yeah.
I've travelled all the way up from Leeds, through heavy traffic. The second thing was that...
Whilst in the real world, inflation's going through the roof, thousands of blind people are having to march through the streets of London to hang on to their disability living allowance. What a savage indictment of this lousy, rotten Tory government, propped up by these pathetic liberals.
Why do we need the Liberals? I've been fed up this last decade of listening to Dr. Death and Shirley Poppins and Roy of the Waddicles and now this Paddy Backdown about how we should sort of collaborate and accept their policies. And yet they've never had more than 25% in any election since 1983.
Will she tell us whether she intends to continue her own personal fight against a single currency and an independent central bank when she leaves office?
No, she's going to be the governor.
On the present structure,
Order. The Prime Minister.
what a good idea. I hadn't thought of it.
He's the man who, during the election campaign, masqueraded as the workers' champion, and he hasn't got the guts to help those miners. He took £700 million out of the mine workers' pension scheme, and he's not given a penny back. No wonder they call him Dodgy Dave, the man that went to Eton, educated beyond his intelligence.
Well, it's very good to see the Labour Party in full voice cheering on Jurassic Park. I would stick to the movie.
And a woman in my constituency sent me a parcel yesterday. She said, here, take this to Heseltine. She says, this is a miner's suit. He works in a hot seam. There's his pants. There's his vest. She says, give him Heseltine. I hope he gets the other 30,999, and then he'll have a valuable national asset. Here, take them. She says, P.S. I've washed them, but their socks need darning. Why doesn't he put them on, clean up that coal outside his front gate, and never return again?
Order, order.
I came to Parliament 24 years ago as one of the very few on the Labour side that was anti-monarchist, and now it's becoming embarrassing. I've got so many friends outside who believe the same thing, so when we've got rid of them, I don't believe we should be cruel like Mrs Thatcher and throw them on the dole. I think we should provide them with work. I think that Di and Fergie should become marriage guidance counsellors. I believe the Queen could take a job at Royal Ascot, looking after the horses, because that's their real bent. And Prince Philip, he could be running a kebab shop in North London.
There you go. You can keep up to date with all the latest developments and appointments over the BBC News website, including a guide to who's who in Jeremy Corbyn's new shadow cabinet, bbc.co.uk/news. Seems I still have business to do right here on the Green.
Well, that was spinning. That was an example of spinning, because you were trying to imply that I'd turned it down.
No, that was a joke.
Well,
that's
I think
all
it's
it was.
time
It was a joke.
that you got real and you understood that you're not working for Murdoch at the BBC, because you seem to be following the same pattern.
Dennis Skinner, thanks for clarifying that. Thank you very much. Back to you, Joanna. We're just rescuing our microphone right now.
I know you're one of the chattering classes that believes in proportional representation.
You don't know
and we
anything
had it
about
rammed
what I
down our
believe, Mr.
throats.
You
We
don't
had it
know-
rammed down our throats for about 3 weeks. Every time Paddy backed down, opened his mouth about it, you went on about it and turned it into an agenda item. The truth is that Ashdown and his party got 18%.
Will he give a guarantee that on this occasion he won't engage in a crooked deal and won't examine it when he's requested to in this House? What guarantees have we got that the same thing won't apply again?
I think the honourable gentleman has used language, parliamentary language, and accusations which are unacceptable in this House. And I would ask him... we're not on Panorama in this House, thank goodness. I would be grateful if he would rephrase what he has just said. Order. Order. I cannot accept what the honourable gentleman is saying. If he would wish to rephrase it, of course I will accept what he's saying and call on the Secretary of State to make some response.
I have no intention of withdrawing the fact that this government engaged in a crooked deal in order to sell off the English part of the coal industry to R.J. Budge, one of their Tory friends, a director who had been discredited before that sale took place.
If that is the case, I think I must ask the honourable gentleman, under the standing order, if he will withdraw himself from the House for the remainder of this day's sitting.
Why doesn't he have a public inquiry and get this matter settled and make sure that the people of Bolsover are able to lay their complaint at the door where it really belongs, at this government and this little squirt of a minister?
Order. I'm sure that the honourable member will regret very much Order. I am asking, please, order. I am asking the honourable gentleman to order. I'm asking the honourable to withdraw that remark. Order. I'm asking the honourable gentleman. Order. I'm asking the House also to leave this matter to me. I'm asking the honourable member for Bolsover if he will withdraw the word that he's just used.
I know Erskine May a little bit. I know that it's not in. I know that it's not too long ago when somebody, my right honourable friend, referred to a Tory as a jerk. I am not prepared to withdraw because that's how I picture him.
Order. I am very reluctant to use the authority that this House has given me.
Is my honourable friend aware that in the 70s and in a lot of the 80s, we would have thanked our lucky stars in the coalfield areas to have got a growth of 1.75%. The only thing that was growing then were the lines of coke in front of Boy George and the rest of the
Order. This seems to be a trend with the honourable gentleman. He must withdraw that remark.
That was in the news of
Order.
He knows it.
Order. He must withdraw that remark.
No, I'm not withdrawing it.
Well, the honourable gentleman
It's
must...
true!
The honourable gentleman doesn't withdraw that remark. He must leave the chamber. I order the honourable gentleman to leave the chamber. Right, what's the next move? What's the next? Pardon? I'm forced now to name the honourable gentleman. I name Dennis Skinner. He's withdrawing. He's taking my advice.
That I wish the Leader of the Opposition would answer a question. It then prompted the honourable gentleman from Bolsover to turn around to me and call me a piece of shit. Mr. Speaker, he then went on to defend that, telling a journalist that he was just putting me in my place.
Moderation and good humour are, this place is best, defining features of parliamentary conduct. We should be able to disagree with each other agreeably or reasonably agreeably. I do not favour anybody being abused.
This money will come out of local government, make no mistake, even though it's a bribe. And that's why we, on this bench, are not going to take it. We're not going to sully the amount of money going to local authorities that we understand.
Mr. Skinner, just one second, please.
Well, if you don't understand, you should be in the job.
Well, I'm sorry that we get to that level. Just to say, I did say we can't use bribes because I don't believe members and bribes.
That's what it is.
I'm explaining it's not the case. Andrew Gwynn.
I didn't receive a proper answer then. Maybe Dodgy Dave will answer it now. And by the way,
Order. I must ask the honourable gentleman, order.
And I am asking the honourable gentleman once again if he will withdraw the remark that he has just made. Once again, I am most reluctant to use the disciplinary powers that I have. I ask the honourable gentleman for Bolsover to withdraw the remark that he has just made. That being the case, I have no alternative but to ask the honourable gentleman for Bolsover to withdraw from the House for this day's sitting. Now, where were we?
Withdraw!
this man has done more to divide this nation than anybody else. He's looked after his own pocket. I still refer to him as Dodgy Dave. Do what you like.
Order. I'm sorry. I must ask the honourable gentleman to withdraw the word. Very well. Under the power given to me by Standing Order number 43, I order the honourable member to withdraw immediately from the House for the remainder of this day's sitting.
He's used to this.
Orchestrated.
They all need analysing, and it's not so surprising. They won't tell what they really know. They'll do anything that's shady to protect that rotten lady. All we really need is collared bone. Margaret Thatcher is the leaker, but her men are so much weaker, and they haven't got the guts to show that they gladly join the race if they could stand a pace, and if they knew which way to go.
But I think I've made the overall point, and I think it would be best if I leave it there, and I appreciate him raising his concern if that was what he felt he had to do. Can we leave it there for today? Thank you.